Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Iceman, part of the 2016 wave featuring the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure. For the package, you got this nice open window, which fully showcases, obviously, the figure and then the massive arm of Juggernaut. On the back of the package, you got all the figures that are currently in this wave, and at the top here it says, Iceman keeps his cool in battle with his ability to turn water to ice and freezes his own body to temperatures below zero. Packaging wise, that's about it for it. I'm really wondering how I'm going to do a review on basically a bluish, clear-lucent figure, especially with my background. This is going to be fun. So for the packaging on this guy, that's about it for him. So let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have Iceman open up and out of his packaging. Hopefully you can actually see him. Now, this figure I actually really like. There are some parts that I don't like, but I think in general, what they did with it is actually pretty cool. For his accessories, he really doesn't come with, honestly, anything. He does come with the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure piece. As you can see, it's his left arm. And again, we'll take a closer look at that when we take a look and actually build Juggernaut on camera. I guess you could kind of say that he comes with one accessory. This is an additional ice piece that can actually peg onto his back. I don't know if you count that as an accessory. I guess you kind of can, but the overall look is just kind of meant to leave it there on his shoulders. If you wanted to kind of scale him back some, you could take that off. I guess it's personal preference, but I really don't consider this little piece here as being one of his accessories. So that's definitely a downside, and I really wish he would have actually come with some ice effects. Now, coming in to take a closer look, it's really very difficult to see, but he's actually got some really nice sculpted detail in his actual face. As you can see, the hair kind of has this, ice kind of look. The rest of the body, as you can see, is just this clear, lucent plastic. It has a bluish tone to it. And one thing that I will say is in using this style of plastic for it, it does kind of make him a little bit wobbly, I guess. Not so much in the main portions. I mean, like you can see, this is a heavy-duty kind of plastic right here, but the joints are very soft in it, so it makes them very wobbly. I don't think that the overall quality of the figure is going to fall apart over time or anything. I just don't like the overall feel for it. But you can see some nice sculpting in the forearm here. You got some like jagged ice. Same thing here with the hands. Same section on this hand. But as you can see, this hand is sculpted in a fist, whereas this one is more sculpted in an open, more action kind of pose. But the rest of the body just has that clear, lucent plastic. You can kind of see some of the joints kind of in there. But it really doesn't look that bad. And then you come down to the shins and just the lower section of the legs, and again you can see some nice extra bits here on the side that kind of give him that ice look, and then you can see that he's actually barefooted. Like I said, you can remove this and give him a kind of scaled back kind of Iceman look. I like this because it gives the impression that he's bulking up. I remember in the 90s Iceman was kind of just a joke, honestly, and not really taken seriously most times. Professor X always kind of talked about him utilizing his full potential, and when he would get angry, he would explode and just bulk up, and that's kind of what that reminds me of, and I do like it. Now, for his articulation, the head is on a nice ball joint. You can actually get it pivoting side to side as well. You got a nice neck hinge right there. He does have a bit of a butterfly joint here at the shoulder, which is actually nice, so you get some rotation there. It also rotates all the way around, moves in and out very nicely. He does rotate at the upper part of the bicep. Again, you can kind of see the joint on the inside there, which is kind of strange. He does have two joints here at the actual elbow, but I would be very careful because, like I said, it's very soft. So kind of hold here and then move it up to get that range of motion. Don't just grab and move it. Doing that over time could damage it. I don't know, but better safe than sorry. He rotates here at the wrist, moves forward and back. He does have a ab crunch right here, which does work very nicely. A simple waist swivel that allows a nice range of motion. The hips down here are on ball joints, moves forward and back, in and out, kind of any way that you want. He does rotate at the upper part of the thigh. Very stiff joint right there on mine. He does have two joints here at the knee as well, and then coming down to the ankle, he can move forward and back, in and out. And again, because of that softness, these do get a little bit wobbly, which does make standing him a little bit difficult. So if you do have those display stands that I talked about in my Rogue review, and again, I'll put a link down in the video description, this helps out very, very nicely. You can see, you can set that there, get a nice display, and really get some cool looks for this. And a very simple figure, but still cool nonetheless. Like I said, the lack of accessories on this guy really does make him a little bit of a disappointment, and the very rubbery joints on him does make him a little bit difficult to pose. But the overall look for him is really very cool. One thing that a lot of clear figures don't do very well is hide those joints that are in them. It gives it a very toy kind of look, but with Iceman here, I think they did a really nice job. Honestly, some of the joints just look like in different depths to the actual figure, as if it was, you know, something underneath the ice, like an organ or something like that. But for a $20 figure though, I really do feel that we are getting a little bit less than what we possibly could have gotten. You know, a bit of an ice blast sort of look would have been really cool to get. So while I like them and I recommend them, I definitely think $20 is a little bit too much for them. I don't really see this guy, you know, flying off the shelves too much. So maybe wait for a clearance or a coupon or something to come around to pick this guy up. But if old Bobby Drake here is a figure that you'd be interested in adding to your collection, he as well as the new wave of X-Men Marvel Legend figures are at retail right now. So if you're looking for them, good luck and happy hunting. Or as always, there's Big Bad Toy Store. So all you have to do for that is click on the link down in the video description. You'll go to BBTS where you can check out availability on this guy, as well as the rest of the Hasbro Marvel Legend figures. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. So once again, I want to thank you for tuning in. This has been Optibotimus. Don't forget that if you like this video, to please like and share it. Also be sure to subscribe in case you haven't already subscribed. That way you never miss a future review of mine. And as always, until next time, I'll talk to you later.